Hello YouTube, I'm doing a tobacco review on Cigar and Tobacco Ltd's Black Magic. See right there, it is a Black Cavendish with vanilla casings. Absolutely wonderful tin nose. The room nose, very light, very subtle. Those around me, they said they liked it. I myself found it a little difficult to smell because it's so light, which makes it great for, say, you know, a group of people who you don't quite know. You don't want to intrude upon them, but you still want to smoke your pipe. You're trying to relax, things along that line. I found that it gave a little bit of heat to the bowl, no real tongue bite to it, which I thought was great. The thing that I found peculiar about this is that other tobaccos tend to burn to a nice white ash, and I could never understand what other pipe smokers meant when they emphasized this in some of the tobaccos that they were trying out and reviewing. Turns out this stuff does not turn into a white ash. If anything, it kind of gets kind of black and crumbly. Several times where I was smoking it away, it was difficult to keep lit, which could have been my fault, to be quite honest. And it did not seem to want to burn down very well. You could hear it kind of crackling, things on that line, which was interesting for a sound effect for pipe tobacco. Most pipe tobaccos don't give you a sound of like a crackling fire, but this one does. And in the end, it just simply left you with this chunk of, almost like a chunk of rock in the end of it. You would tamp it down, or I would tamp it down several times. It would pack in, and I figured maybe that was the problem. I was overpacking it. So then, another time I'm giving it a try, I would pack it down and then use the, I guess it's called a pick or something like that. I would break it up, loosen it all back up again, put it down, tamp it down just nice, go through it again, and nowhere did it ever turn to this nice white ash. It just simply became this hard, crusty mass that eventually, as you would tamp and re-stir up again, re-tamp, re-stir up, you just kind of kicked it out as you went along. By the time you were done with it, you still had a chunk of this stuff in the bowl, but it wouldn't exactly break up easily. Now, I don't know whether this is just my strange experience, my lack of experience, or anything along that line, or it could be just a trait of this that I haven't come across in any other tobacco. Most tobaccos seem to burn to this nice ash. This stuff fought me tooth and nail. But in the fight, it gave us a really nice room note that both the people around me and myself seemed to really like. Now, this is where I like to go and match it up with something else, because I believe that if you are having something good for the nose, you should have something good for the tongue to help round out a long and rough day. This stuff, I believe, can match up very well with a nice fruit tea, such as a raspberry zinger tea, a little extra lemon or lime in a tea would go well with it, especially a lime in a nice black tea, that sort of thing. As for beers, not a fruit beer. Believe it or not, a fruit tea, but I don't think it would go well with a fruit beer. I believe it would go very well with a, what is that called? A very light Pilsner would be one type of beer to go with it, but a cream ale, that's what I'm looking for. It would go very well with a nice cream ale. The heaviness of the cream flavor will offset the lightness of the odor of the vanilla in this particular kind of tobacco. As for any kind of whiskeys or any kind of hard spirits, I don't think it would match up very well with much of anything. It's too dominant of a flavor to too light of an odor. As for wines, it's something simple. A very nice white wine, Chardonnay, maybe a blush like a white Zinfandel or something. Something very light on the tongue. So definitely a white wine would go well. But predominantly, I think a cream ale, or a nice fruit tea. Give it a try. Tell me what you think. See if you have the same issue that I have. Like I said, it could just well be me and the fact that I'm not overly knowledgeable on the tamping it down, trying to keep it even all the way through. But I just had difficulty trying to keep it lit, and the result in the bowl also kind of flopped me as well. The rest of it was quite nice. So like I said, give it a try, see what you think. This is just one man's opinion, and let the rest of the pipe community know your thoughts on the issue. Until then, keep on smoking.